everybody, and my name is Ella, and welcome to your English country again. An English book to read today is Magic Tree of Stories, Buffalo Before Breakfast story with Titanic story, yeah? Tonight on the Titanic story, and we can just stay for chapter 6 and we are reading in chapter 7, same as this stories. And now already for these two book and two story, I made some lots of characters, and now here we go. And first you can read Magic Trios Tonight on the Titanic story. Chapter 6, Women and Children First. And he led everyone down a hole into stairs away from a cold sea water. As she and Lucy helped William up the stairs, Jack and Teddy followed. A halfway staircase, Teddy led out of the yelp, and Jack looked back, and the water was creeping down the stairs step by step. "Come on, Jack," Annie shouted, and Jack ran up the rest of the stairs. He and Annie led William and Lucy to the smoky room, and the man was still playing cards. "To the lifeboats," Annie yelled to card players. "Right now, hurry," the man smiled again. "Little girl," said one with a laugh, "even the ship does sink. It will take all night. There's plenty of time for everyone aboard will be rescued." "Indeed, many ships in the way right now," another man said, soothing voice. "There's nothing to worry about." "Not true," said Annie. Lucy turned to Jack. "This doesn't sound so bad after all," she said. "It is bad. Please trust me," said Jack. "We have to keep going." And they went outside. The third class stick had grown many wolf lifebelts, but no one here seemed very worried yet. And Jack and Annie pulled Lucy and William along. They hurried to a car with a first-class hole. They had to end up the groan on a staircase. On the top of the deck, Titanic was bright as a Christmas tree. A band played lively music with a hiss and rush of the night, and a rocket squeaky sky, and make a loud boom, and a burst of many colored balls, and a shivering cold. William laughed and clapped. "Fireworks," he said, and Lucy smiled at Jack and Annie. "This is trick, isn't it?" she said. "You frightened us to a party." "No, it isn't," said Jack. "Don't you remember the water downstairs?" Lucy smiled at it. "Women and the children first," someone shouted. "That's you," said Annie. "Come on." She pulled Lucy and William to the lifeboat. And now chapter 7, the gift. Now the Titanic boat is really sinking, so everybody are going down, and be safe. And now to move started at chapter 7 and the end of reading in chapter 8, okay? A Magic Tree story, Buffalo Before Breakfast, chapter 6, Danby. "Wow," whispered Annie and Jack together, but Honk looked silently grazing buffalo. "Make me research a book," said Jack. Oh, and Annie left on the back and then slided a book and gave it to Jack. He found a picture of a buffalo herd. He read it to himself. A true name of the buffalo is Bison, and it began up the 1800s. They are 14 million. Bison of the Great Plains. 100 years later, there was less than 300. Almost all have been killed by white hunters and soldiers. And Jack looked at a boost of herd. As far you could see, there was nothing but buffalo. Now Jack knew a carton they had come to time before the white sailors and soldiers had arrived, before the great buffalo herds. "I've been on many hunts," Black Hawk said. His eyes were still on buffalo. "Are you scared?" said Jack. Black Hawk shook his head. "You're really brave," said Annie. "I'll show you how brave hunter moves," he said. He slid on his pony. "Wait, your grandmother said not to hunt," said Annie. "Plus, you didn't have your wolf suit." "I'm not afraid," said Black Hawk. I don't think you should go down there, said Jack. There are no grown-ups around, but Black Hawk isn't listening. They begin creeping forward toward a buffalo. We have feeling something bad is going to happen, said Annie, and Jack had felt the same feeling. And they looked back in the book. A reason had won 2,000 pounds and sand and 6 high. One because Arlen by a hunter and Mike started running and set up in terrified stomach. And Jack looked at a black hawk. He was creeping closer to a herd, and Jack heart pounded. He wanted to shoot, come back, but he didn't want to scare any of huge friends-looking animals. And keeping his eye on the black hawk, Jack handed the plans and a book to Annie, and he'd slide back in the back and beside Teddy. And Black Hawk stopped just like a passing, near as a buffalo. His eyes are skeeked shut, and his nose wrinkled up, and is almost open. What's doing? Said Jack. Achoo! Black Hawk sneezed. Uh-oh, said Annie, and a huge buffalo jerked his head up, and it made a low moaning sound, and it pointed to horns and cheered it. Watch out, cried Jack, and a black hawk threw himself at the way of a charging buffalo, and the ripped with a dirt hard. The shaggy animal looked up, and suddenly Teddy out of his arms, and he heeled into a long grass and ran towards the buffalo. Teddy! Shouted Annie. Dog tore down the hill, and he bounded along an edge of the herd and breaking furiously. Teddy, come back, said Annie, and decided their pony ran after Teddy, and Jack tried to see Black Hawk. The boy still dogging and running buffalo. He looked tired, and Jack looked in breath. Go back, Honk, he said, molding sunlight on his. The golden pony tripped on a snow and he ran the buffalo. Black Honk! Jack shouted, and Black Honk started running toward the sunlight, and the buffalo slid behind him. The sunlight shows back and the honk got near, and the boy threw himself over a pony's back, and he heard Jack's sunlight weavered away from the buffalo right back up the slope. Where's Annie? Jack cried over chirp. There, said Black Hawk, pointing. Annie was thrown by a buffalo, clad buffalo. She was patting them, talking to them, and the buffalo near had stopped running too. And the ones beyond those sturdy climbed down on others, and until the buffalo had stopped running, they began to grazing again as there's nothing happened. And chapter 7, White Buffalo Woman. Oh, was the buffalo woman there? Oh, Jack said it didn't have some grown-ups here, but we have some women. Oh yeah, and tomorrow we started at chapter 7 and the end of reading at chapter 8. And same as this tonight on the Titanic story, okay? And now thank you for coming to my YouTube, and did you have fun? Heroes English Country, come back with some these book and these stories, okay? With some new characters, I think. The buffalo story with some another buffalo woman, and some Titanic story with some another characters too. And now, thank you for coming to my YouTube, and please thumbs up my YouTube. And now bye for now, and have a nice day. Bye!